the one, the only, Ben Sion.
Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Iyun Mitzion. Today we're doing Maseches Yoma, Parakeh, Mishnayos Vav and Zayin. Mishnah Zayin, it talks about what happens if you started doing these sprinklings of blood, first in the Kodesh Goshim, then in the Heichal, and then on the Mizbeach Hazav. It's spilled in the middle of one of them, so you have to do a new shchita. If it was the sawyer, do a shchita of the sawyer, or the par was actually first, do a shchita of the par, and then start re-sprinkling. Meaning, start if you did 3 sprinklings, right? So 1 and then 2. So then you do another 5, right? Achas, ve'achas. There were a total of 8 sprinklings. Let's say them is be'achazav. So you do another. You did 3. So you do another 5 with the new par. Let's say the new par. Let's say the new sawyer. Sorry, was the second one. So, what about the Ketores? Right? We learned in this Mishnah, the beginning of the Mishnah says if you do something out of order, you have to go back and do things in order. Shkiva Eger asks, so you shechted a new par, or a new sawyer. But wait a second. The Maisek Torres, which he did with Naivel of Nim, that was done after the Shchitas HaPar. So I'm going back to the Shchitas HaPar, I have to do it in the middle of the Torres before I can start sprinkling. That's Shkiva Eger's point. But it doesn't say it anywhere in the Mishnah. Tosas Shanim explicitly says you don't have to do the Torah. So why not? What about the shchita? The shchita took way long ago, right? They did the shchita at the beginning. Then they were mixing the blood until they actually sprinkled it. And the Torah was done, it was offered after the shchita. After the shchita's hapar. So, I think it was before the shchita's hasayir, but it was after the shchita's hapar. So if you're in the middle of sprinkling the blood of the par, then you have to bring a new par, a shchita, then you have to do the Torah again. That's Rav Kippur's question. What's the answer to the question? The answer is as follows. We know that shchita by kodshim is ksheira bizarre. It's kosher. It's an avoda. There's 4 avodos in bringing a korban. The shchita, the kabbalas adam, the holachat and the mizbeach, and zrikas adam. Those are 4 the main avodos. Now shchita, the Gemara learns, happens to be ksheira bizarre. It doesn't have to be done by a kohen. So now it's hard to understand. Because if it's an avoda in the Beis HaMikdash, the only avodas in the Beis HaMikdash are only done by Kohanim. So how could a zar be kosher? So I think the answer is basically what we said before in this Masechta, that when he did the Shchitas HaPar, the Kohen Gadol, because he was tired, we're concerned that he shouldn't exert himself too much, he only Shchitas Rov Shnayim. When he shechted the par, he only shechted, and the Sawyer also, he only shechted most of the 2 simanim, the Kan and the Veshet, and then another person, or another Kohen, or even a Yisrael would come and finish the Shechita for him. So he shouldn't have to exert himself, cut the entire head off by himself. Now, we said the reason is because technically all the Shechita is needed. Shechita is kosher. Once you have Rov, Kan, and Veshet, even by Chulin, it's a good Shechita. But both the Kodshim and Chulin, it's a good Shechita. Right? But the whole point of the Shechita is the Kabbalas Adam. Once you did Rov Shnayim, so the blood will come out, he's able to Makabal Adam and go on. Now, why do you have to finish the shchita? Because I explained that Tsar Bali Chaim, it's pain to the animal if you don't finish the shchita. Now, the person who's taking over, whether it's Yisrael or a different Kohen, he is gomer the shchita, right? He cuts the entire simanim, plus he finishes the rest of the neck to decapitate the head of the animal. It's usually, I think, the way it works. Now, he is considered gomer the shchita. There's the Kohen was maskel the shchita, but he's gomer the shchita. So it comes out that the Kohen, and the Gemara says in many places that a mitzvah is only nikres on the person who finished it. The person who finishes the mitzvah, so he's the one who gets credit for the mitzvah, right? It talks about Mesilas Yesharim, talks about the person who finishes the mitzvah, he gets most of the credit for the mitzvah. So what happens over here is that when someone else goes and finishes, it's not the Kohen Gadol who did the avoda, it's the Yisrael or the Kohen who did the avoda. So therefore, when we say slicha, ani moser slicha, efshar b'sheker, ani moser shir. So what happens is that the Kohen Gadol only did part of the avoda, and the shchita is not nikras al shmo, it's nikras al shmo, the Yisrael or the other Kohen. So therefore, the Kohen Gadol didn't do the shchita, and all the avodas on Yom Kippur only kosher the Kohen Gadol. So it's not looked at as you did it out of order. It's not looked at that you sprinkled the dam hapar and now you're doing a new shchitas hapar. The new shchitas hapar is not done by the Kohen Gadol. The shchita is kosher bizarre, and it was done even by Yisrael. So it's not part of the avoda of the Yom Kippur. So therefore, even when the Kohen Gadol goes and shechs the par, again, he's going to do only rov shnayim because you don't want to get him tired. So therefore, he's not the one doing it. He's not the one who's doing it. So it's not part of the avoda of Yom Kippur, and therefore, you do not have to, once you do the shchitas apart, you don't have to go back and do a new ketores, because it's not viewed as you're going back to a new shchita, because the Kohen Gadol, it's all the avodas on Yom Kippur, only kosher by Kohen Gadol. He's not doing that avodah on Yom Kippur. He is partially doing, but he's doing the Kabbalah Saddam, which is only share of the Kohen Gadol, but not the shchita. So even though the shchita was done a long time ago, you do not have to go back and redo the ketores. That's what I believe the explanation of the Tosas Shonim is. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.